What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. We got some fun videos today, starting us off. One World Under Doom with the Insurgent Iron Man issue number 9. Now, Tony's been really doing a lot trying to take down Doom. At this point, he's figured out there's not much the Avengers can do. Doom has amassed a great amount of power. The only option that Tony is seeing available is taking Latveria down from the inside, working with the rebels against Doom. Tony is making plans to sell Stark weapons to Doom. The idea is that once these weapons get there, once they get to the location where they'll be stored, they can target those weapons, explode those weapons, giving a devastating blow to Doom's empire and a huge win for the rebels. This whole time, Black Widow has been trying to warn him, trying to tell him that he's taking it too far, but Tony refusing to listen to anybody. Maybe he'll listen to Bucky. With that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we hop into this issue, we're picking up with Tony and Vishti. Vishti is the man that he rescued that was about to be executed by the Latverian resistance. Tony's taking off and we're getting this kid's backstory. We pick up with the young boy saying goodbye to his parents. His parents have been arrested. Vishti's father telling him that today is a glorious day. Today is the day that we return home. The father and mother have been intelligence agents in the service of the motherland, of the rightful lord, Victor Von Doom. They tell him that his name is not Vishti Taryu. His name is Artem. His father longed to call him by his Latverian name, but S.H.I.E.L.D. had discovered them, arrested them. He had been detained, the parents taken away, but Doom gave them their lives back. As they return to Latveria, Doom greets his spies. But we kind of see glimpses of Vishti unlocking his powers, unlocking the magic that he has at his will, the man he would become versus the kid that he was. It appears that Vishti made his way to hell, and in hell, he found somebody with power, somebody that would help him destroy, take down, incinerate Victor Von Doom. This is what picks us up with the Red Widow. We have the Winter Guard that is holding the cavalry and some others in here. They have no intention of killing Agent May. In fact, they plan on putting her up for ransom, as in the commander. They're probably gonna help him finance his rebellion. But the Winter Guard, Russia, they want nothing to do with the Americans. That if we're going to fund you, you can't work for the Americans. Agent May really does try to convince him that siding with them isn't gonna be your best bet, because they will dime you out. They will throw you under the bus quick, fast, and in a hurry if it is in their best interest. The commander isn't necessarily seeing it that way, that even with the cutting-edge missiles that Stark may offer, the problem is the people. The problem is the optics. Red Widow saying that the Winter Guard will be there by their side when the time is right. With these discussions ongoing, we see the arrival of Black Widow and the Winter Soldier. They come in quickly, catching them off guard. They're able to take down Vanguard. They're able to take down Ursa, coming in, smashing through this window. Black Widow and Red Widow go toe-to-toe before Dynamo can get into his armor. Bucky is already kicking down the door. But during all of this commotion, the commander gets a phone call. The rebels, they believe that Doom must have found them. He must have located them because everything is burning. Dark magic is lighting the entirety of Latveria ablaze, screaming for everybody to stop fighting. We see something happening to the people of Latveria. Absolute chaos is breaking out. Fiery explosions, dark magic taking over people's minds. Immediately, Red Widow is like, this was Stark. But Agent May, Black Widow, they're all saying that there's no way. This was magic. Doom is Sorcerer Supreme. Tony wouldn't do something like this even if he could. Bucky hopping into the Dynamo's armor. When Ursa tries to make a move on Black Widow, even though all the fighting is stopped, Dynamo punches Ursa in the face. Bucky figured that Dimitri wasn't using his armor, so why the hell not? Now, while they're trying to figure out what the hell is going on, what their next move is, and what they're gonna do, there is a huge explosion. And with this explosion, we have Vishti, we have Iron Man, And we have Victorious. Victorious telling all of them to shut their mouths. Iron Man told them that these guys were collaborating with terrorist traitors. At first, she thought that this was American disinformation, but now she sees the truth. Now they will answer for their crimes. Black Widow trying to tell Tony that we came here to stop this. We want to know what the hell's going on. Iron Man seeing that Bucky is in the dynamo. Amidst all the confusion, Red Widow jumps out the window, not wanting to take any chances here. Red Widow's like, I'm dipping out, I'm getting out of here, and I'm doing it. I'm doing it before anybody can catch up to me. Unfortunately, Iron Man and Dynamo, they go chasing after, but Iron Man isn't going to be doing any of the demolishing. Iron Man transferring over pieces of his armor onto the Dynamo, giving Bucky that extra little boost, hitting Red Widow with a blast, looking as if he is about to go do some heavy damage. Iron Man is able to stay his hand, taking the armor back. Bucky felt the surge of energy, the surge of power, and he's asking Iron Man, what the hell is that suit? That rage he felt. He has only ever felt that after his activations as the Winter Soldier. Wanting to talk about this more, we pick up with the members of Winter Guard being apprehended, but when Vishti shows up, he shows up with the head of the commander. He throws it to the ground, and he tells Iron Man that he had to die. Of course, Victorious is like, you know what? I agree. Good job. But she takes the Winter Guard and she heads out of here, of course, leaving a very ominous threat behind if she finds out that Iron Man is double-crossing them in any way. Now that they are gone, both Natasha and Bucky are like, what the hell, bro? Explain to us what is going on. You're arming Doom, the guy who nuked Shelbyville and blamed it on me. And Tony says that I haven't done any of that. I haven't armed Doom, at least not yet. This is a double cross. He had contacted Victorious after Red Widow kidnapped Agent May and the commander. It was his only play on the table at the time. In the LPF, instead of setting them up to die through attrition fighting Doom. But then they saw all those explosions. Victorious teleported them here. All the death. Doom still in power. Plan B. Doom still buys the weapons. He can put the Ironmonger's magic malware into the systems. And Bucky's straight up like, bro, you're out of your mind if you think I'm gonna let you go to a plan B. After everything that's happened, everything that you've done, there's no way in hell you're doing a plan B. And Natasha says that I warned you. I told you not to get involved with these monsters. What were you thinking? But Bucky understands. When Tony put those parts of his armor onto him, he felt so angry. He felt the rage. And so he asked Tony, what is that armor? Did you know what it would do to me? This is when Vishti chimes in, saying that he didn't know. The armor is the Ironmonger. Spells run through it. Dark magic runs through it. It is as the Scarlet Witch warned. The spells corrupt the wearer of the armor. Tony thought that if he used only pieces of the armor, he might be able to control it. He might be able to manage it. He needed the power. The improvised armor just simply wasn't powerful enough not to stop Doom. But Vishti tells him that you don't need to blame yourself, that you are a hero and I will save you. This is when he takes the dark magic and the armor from Iron Man. Vishti borrows the power, enough power to wipe Doom from existence, enough to reign in Latveria. Iron Man looking up at him and thinking, what have you done? Vishti saying that I told you, I'm saving you. I'm saving you from being an arms dealer ever again, while we save the world from Dr. Doom. All it costs were Latverians who served Doom. Like Iron Man had said, Doom will not be overthrown innocently. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Definitely a good direction to go. Tony Stark, in all his arrogance and all his cockiness, he thought he could control the dark magic. The all-consuming, all-corrupting dark magic. He thought he could control it. But we see how it corrupted him, how it shifted his mind, how it made him rage-filled, bloodthirsty. But more than this, while he had succumbed to the dark side just for a moment, we see that Vishti, he is full scale in on the dark side. He is able to wield this dark magic with no issue. He murdered that commander without hesitation. But you also have to understand this kid's perspective. War is in his blood, revolution in his veins. It is to no surprise that he is willing to go to such extreme lengths, ensuring that those responsible for his oppression would die. The commander, he was the one that put his parents away in jail, the one who stood idly by and let Doom do what he did, only now after everything, trying to build up a resistance. But we also know our heroes. This man straight up just murdered somebody. He murdered an unarmed man. Iron Man, Black Widow, Bucky, there is no way in hell they're just gonna stand idly by and let this kid do whatever it is he plans to do. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your theories. If you want to get caught up on everything going on with this series, go ahead, check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It is gonna get you completely caught up on everything going on with this series. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having multiple different tiers, from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to comics every single month. Not only are you helping out the channel tremendously, you are getting tons of perks in the process. Now, if you're unable to do this, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.